The solution to the concept of having your accounts done accurately, having someone do your accounts and keep the cost of that low is about technology. Not about so much advances in technology, but just the plummeting cost and the widening spread of what it can do. Within small business, these days, the computer is pretty much standard, even in the smallest of small businesses, as a way of processing just about everything. And it's not just a case of using it for accounts, it's used for many, many things. We all know this. The main issue about the computer that's changed is the ability to use the internet as a way of allowing your computer to become a network across town, across states, across the world. That gives you a whole range of people you can access that you could never have reached before at the level of your basic accounting. In other words, your bookkeeper, your accountant, your financial service provider can be accessed in a much broader way than they used to be. They don't have to be down the road. That's an important point. The second development for small business, and just to reiterate this, we're talking about small business, is the scanner. The scanner is a key device because most businesses still use a lot of paperwork. The paperless office, as we all know, is a sort of a thing that everyone speaks about, no one actually practices. But in terms of the use and processing of information, high-speed business scanners are a lot cheaper than they used to be. You can get a good one for a couple of $1,000s, yet they can do amazing things. They can digitize large numbers of papers very quickly. They rarely make mistakes. They've got sensors to detect the type of paper, the thickness, the quality, the brightness, and so forth. So you're in your office in one location, literally just shoving paper into a scanner, and it automatically turns up as a digitized and, if necessary, password protected document that someone can access anywhere in the world, as long as you give them permission. Therefore, by definition, you've got an accounting system in terms of source paperwork which is not driven by location. Very important point. The next concept is checklists. Checklists are a function of accounting. Accounting in many respects is a battle against error. You collect a lot of information. It's often coming in a way that's not clear. There are things missing, things that perhaps could be miscoded, etc. So accounts bookkeepers use checklists to get rid of the error and produce accuracy. Technology is making checklists far more powerful. For example, you can design a checklist that someone can follow that tells you exactly how to reconcile the bank using a particular software program. In other words, you go into that software program, you video exactly how you do that with online software, etc. The person then, or junior accountant who's processing it, follows a checklist, and you can get accuracy because the checklist has been effectively digitized. You don't need to sit there and take the person through it. It's all part of that technology. And what this does is it increases the chance, it is improving rapidly the ability to get highly accurate accounts at low cost. It doesn't follow necessarily that you've got to pay top dollar to get accurate accounts. And that's the profound change that we're talking about in this presentation, that there is a way of dramatically reducing your bookkeeping accounting costs without compromising on quality.